Hi, Nicole here, your spirit therapist and astrologer. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, you can go to spirittherapy.us. So there's a lot to talk about, and we're just going to see what comes out because my brain is just like, how are you going to say all these words? Okay, so what do we have going on here in July? Well, we have an opposition of Jupiter in Leo, 4 degrees, to Pluto in Aquarius, 4 degrees. That's seeing the entire polarity. That's what oppositions are about. Seeing everything from a different perspective and being able or having the ability to see the entire 360 and the 180. So Leo is about courage and shining and what is my vision and enthusiasm, and Jupiter just wants to expand that, go be fabulous, do what you want to do, shine on the world stage, depending on the house that Jupiter is in for you, transiting. And then Pluto, transform, release, let go of outmoded ideas. Also Aquarius, right? Being focused on future visions and expanding how we do things for the community. So that's one aspect. Then we have Neptune at 4 degrees of Aries. Neptune is about our dreams, also confusion, but like, what is our vision? Where are we bringing in our spirituality, involving and incorporating spirit guidance, our higher self, everything that's coming down from the ethers into our physical 3D reality. In Aries, it wants to pioneer forward. Let's go. Let's put that vision into action. And a word of caution here. So far, well, all of them are going to be in fire and air. So there's no earth or water in this configuration to ground us into reality, into daily practices. So everything is let's go with the mind and the action and the thoughts and the communicating and the future and my enthusiasm and my courage and I want to just do it. So there can be a confusion here with what is inspiration and what is reality. And that's subjective, isn't it? Like hope, faith, trust, trusting in what the future is going to bring, trusting that the actions that we take are going to get us to where we want to go. So, how do you work with that? Well, you just do your best. Great advice, Nicole. I mean, what else can you do, right? Except for consider and think about what are my inspirations and how can I put this into practice on a daily basis that we hope and think will get us to the goals that we are aspiring to. So there's 3 of them. And so we've got an opposition. Then Neptune is making a sextile to Pluto, and it's making a square to Jupiter. And then, because we need something else, we have Uranus at 4 degrees of Gemini. So now we have a trine from Uranus to Pluto, air to air, and then from Gemini to Aries, Gemini to Leo. Gemini to Leo is another sextile. So there's a lot of friction and seeing the full picture, but also easy opportunities, things that are coming our way, that's sextiles, to help us to a helpful person, or being at the right place at the right time, or that check came in earlier that you thought it was. So then now you can use that to accomplish these things, right? So what is Uranus and Gemini? It's free thinking, innovative thinking, new ideas in technology, in higher consciousness. So how do we put all of these together is what I'm looking to do in this video. Well, I think I'll go to my notes here. So here are the questions you can ask yourself. Jupiter in Leo is asking, what is your gift? What are you best at in the world? What makes your heart sing? What brings you joy when you think about doing it, whether it's difficult or you need to work hard at it? What is it that really brings you joy? And making that a focal point of your days as much as you can. Even if you go to a job that either is mindless or you don't really appreciate in terms of loving it, there are ways that you can bring your gift in. How are you kind with someone? Do you make someone laugh that you are working with? And can you help facilitate communication with the people around you, especially if there's tension, right? That's a gift. And Jupiter wants you to expand that and be fabulous at that. Pluto asks, how can that gift help reshape the future? Your future, the world's future, your children's future. How can my gift help reshape where I'm going? Because all of this astrology is about the beginning of a new era starting. And they're all at early degrees of their signs. So it's a seed that's planting that will bring its dividends, if you will, or the evidence of what we're working on now in the years to come. So, and again, Pluto is about transformation and how do we let go of what is no longer serving us in order to transform and grow into our mission, our North Node mission. And then Neptune, what would you begin today if you truly trusted your inner vision? Right? What would you begin today? Maybe you're already doing it. Like just turning on, going, okay, I don't know exactly what I'm going to say, but just get ready and turn it on and let's see what happens. So Neptune has this power of bringing in what is unseen but we feel, some sort of inspiration or impetus to yes, I want to fill in the blank. And it does have this dreamy quality, of course. Any kind of inspiration. We don't know. Nobody knows. Like I always say, Steven Spielberg didn't know he was making E.T. when he was making E.T. He just said, oh, this is a great idea. Let's do it. So what is Neptune bringing you in your dreams, in your daydreams, just inspirations that come? What is Neptune bringing you? And Aries is about self. What does self want to do? What is the self desire? So these two together bringing us into a new centering of self and where do we want to go? So those are the three. And then Uranus asking, how can we think about everything differently? Maybe we've been looking at things all wrong. What can we adjust in the way we consider what we're doing and also consider our platforms that we're on? Is this really working? Is this all there is? My brain is thinking about like Christianity and Jesus and political parties and who people are in your life and if they've done bad things or they've done good things. Is there more to consider than what we've considered already? Mind expansion. What else? What other ways can we think about this and therefore communicate and traverse through situations in our life? So, you could spend hours, days, months talking about these 4 outer planets and their configurations, but we don't have that kind of time. So let's see, what can I say to bring this all together? Well, there's a kite configuration, which is carrying us forward. There's sextiles and trines are about easy flowing energy and supportive energy. But yet there's so much easy flow with fire and air that we can get ahead of ourselves. So remember, Chiron and Taurus, it's about regulating the nervous system and doing our best not to get overwhelmed with all of this enthusiasm or too much coming at us. And that's the human aspect of this that I wanted to talk about is how do we regulate ourselves with all these changes? I mean, no matter who you are, I'm sure you're going through many, many changes in your life, moving your stuff around, your homes, your children are doing different things, your relationship is, dynamics are different, career is maybe uncertain, or financials, right? It's everything, and you're not the only one. We're really all going through this, no matter the face we may put on. Everybody's going through massive changes, and this is the beginning of the start of the new era. So to remember that in your daily, Tuesday at 9:30 a.m. where you're just, either stuck in traffic or at a board meeting or something, this is big stuff that's going on the cosmic level that we're experiencing on a 3D mundane level. And that's the game we're playing here, isn't it? We're pretending to be these human insignificant peons when we're really vast light beings who have come here to understand themselves more fully in this world of restriction so that we can understand our greatness. So that's what we're doing. Thanks for tuning in. Let me see if I have at 13:13. Interesting in the times. So 4/4, right? 44 is 8. 8 is infinity. So this is what we're doing. We're building a new world here with our daily actions and everyone that we interact with our thoughts, with our impetus for inspiration. So what is it that is inspiring you? And whatever it is, it's time to really put that into focus and make that a top priority to the best of your ability. So I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you for listening. If you are interested in self-care products, go to spirittherapyselfcare.com. Taking care of the vessel with natural ingredients that is homemade with love and support infused in it. And let me know, how's it going in the comments? I love to hear your comments. Thank you all for sharing your life journey with me on this channel. And again, there's so much more to say, but I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for listening. Best of luck to you, and may spirit be with you.